Hey guys, good afternoon. I'm trying to be a little bit quiet because Iris is asleep. We are coming to the land today and hopefully going to get all of this hay mowed down. We have just under 3 acres, so we don't know how long that's going to take. Funny thing is, Iris and I beat the guys here, Craig and Caspian and my father-in-law. We beat them here, even though I stopped to get coffee first, because they found out somehow that the church was flooded, so they needed to go see to that first. So we'll see when they get here and how bad the damage is. It doesn't sound good, but don't know what all that means. And oh no, the church was flooded. Oh, that's terrible. So we were also supposed to go to a birthday party at the church, in the church basement today. We decided not to go because Iris has been sick the last couple days and I just don't want to. She rubs her face a lot and I don't want her touching stuff and getting other people sick. So, but no, I'm so sad that maybe there's problems with that birthday party now. Hope not. While we wait, we kind of just have to wait for a little while because I don't have cell service here. I tried calling Craig just to see what was going on, and the call did not go through because we don't have cell service here. So, and it's not even that this area is far removed from town per se. It's only a few miles away, 3 or 4 maybe, but it's maybe just our plan isn't set up here, or I don't know. But back to this land. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, it's a lot of hay, isn't it? So we're gonna see what we can do about all this hay. Earlier in the season, whenever we found out we had hay on this property and not just tall grass, we tried to contact several different people to see if they would be willing to harvest it and buy it from us. And we had no such luck. So now we've had a good rain a couple days. We had a storm for a couple days this last week. So it's not as dry here as it was, but it had gotten pretty dry and, fire risk was kind of high. So it's time just to get this hay taken care of. There's other stuff that needs to be taken care of here. We need to get a dowser out here, or a water witch, whatever you want to call them. I like the term dowser better. We had a dowser come out mid-April, and he found 2, I don't know the technical terms for it, 2 veins that crossed, and that's what you look for underground water channels, and there has to be at least 2 that cross in order for you to have an idea that it's a good water source to put a well in. So he found only 1 spot like that on the whole property. So that was a little concerning. I guess it's a pretty typical thing to happen, but we were advised to have a dowser come out again during the drier part of the season to douse again, see if they find anything different on the land, because it could have been a seasonal water flow underneath, and if possible, we don't want to dig for a well and have it come up dry, because then we couldn't live here. It's very important to have water on your land. Otherwise, your land is pretty much worthless, from what I understand. And I can see why, because you can't grow anything, you can't house animals, you can't live there yourself, so what's the point of having the land? It kind of wouldn't be good. As it is, I've been told by one of the neighbors up here that there's not a lot of water up here. We're kind of on like a little plateau, kind of. It's like a flattened out hill. He and another neighbor up here have had trouble with their wells, so we'll see if we have another dowser come out, or even the same one. We'll see what they find, and hopefully have a better idea of if we actually could live here, or whether we need to just sell the land and look somewhere else. So that's something that needs to happen. If that seems promising, then we need to, in the future sometime, I'm not sure when, just because this is the middle of September, it's going to start getting colder. We don't know when the first frost or snow will be. So there's only so much work we can do out here, I think, other than keeping the hay down. If weather is not a hindrance, we could still move to put in a well. Although, probably what we'll do first is work with one of the neighbors who's contacted us to put in electricity and a driveway, because we live on a stretch of land that's 3 parcels, and there's an easement on one side, and that's where the driveway has to be, and the electricity run and everything down that way. So that's probably what we'll do first, because then once there's a driveway and electricity and stuff, we can have equipment come to drill for a well. So does that make sense? That seems the most logical to us anyway. That's in the near future. That's in the next year that we'll be doing those things. If those 2 crossing veins of water still appear to be in the same place and seem to be not too deep like our dowser originally thought, he was saying it seemed like it would be about 215 to 260 feet down that they would have to drill to find water. It's an estimate. He could be completely off. He could be more than right. We may not need to drill that far down to get water. We'll have to see how it works out. He did warn us he could be wrong, but he's often right. He says he follows up with his clients to see if he was right. I'm not sure how long I should wait here before heading to the church myself to see if they're there. And then there's always Iris when she wakes up. Might be cranky. She has a cold. She doesn't want to get back in the car seat. Doesn't want to go for another ride. Might be hungry. I'll have to stop and feed her. It's like that verse in the Bible, in the Psalms. Love the verse, can't ever remember which one it is. The heart of man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps. This is absolutely one of those moments. We had plans to come out here even earlier than this today, while it was still cool. You guys, there's supposed to be only a high of 67 today and partly cloudy. That seems like ideal weather for mowing this stuff. But we'll see what it turns out to be. But, we had these plans. Sometimes plans get sidetracked, they get derailed altogether. If the church is flooded badly enough, who knows if we'll even get to do this today. I have to wait till next weekend, when we already waited from last weekend till now to do it. Well, actually, we waited all summer to do it. We'll have to see. We have no promises here, so I'll keep you updated on what ends up happening. Okay, so we're back. at the land. Papa and Caspian are already, oh, she's awake. They're already working. So we're gonna get out and join them.
The yellow one is your go, and that black lever is up and down.
Okay, so I have a quiet moment right now. And right now, life operates on quiet moments. Left the land, went to church to see what the guys were up to and how much damage there was. What it was that somebody was using one of the church hoses outside in the front in the planter, didn't turn it off all the way, and it had been leaking who knows how long, hours at least, and filled up one of the basement level windows where the men's bathroom was and the women's bathroom. So the water was going through the window into both the men and women's bathrooms, and then a little bit into another room, which is kind of like a library. That's what happened. And it took probably 2.5 hours or more for them to shop back both those bathrooms and get a fan blowing in the library room where there's carpet that got wet. Had to move some bookshelves and stuff to do that. Got that all done, and in the meantime I was able to help set up the birthday party, and that was good because I knew that we wouldn't be able to stay for it because it started at 3 and we ended up getting back here around 3. So they've been working on mowing the hay for about half an hour or more, taking turns, and I'm just strolling Iris kind of out of earshot of the mower, kind of near the end of the row of parcels. I'm strolling her because she didn't sleep the whole way over here like I thought she would. She needs to sleep. She's a cranky girl. She still has 2 naps a day. And, oh gosh, there's moss, hornets everywhere. Still takes 2 naps a day, and she was tired, so it's time. So I found a flatter piece of land where I could stroll her, where it won't be so bumpy. And when she's asleep, I will go back to where the cars are parked and just let her have her beauty sleep. So I'll let you know how things are going in a little while. We come out here most weekends to pray for our little piece of land. And I'm so happy that I get to be out here for such a long time today. Because there's definitely an opportunity to pray. Definitely. And so much to pray for. There's just so much to pray for. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Look who's awake! Ready to join the fun again. Oh, you got a little cold. You little sniffly. Oh, you're just watching brother. You're just watching brother, huh? Thank you for waiting to climb up the noisy ramp until she woke up. Thank you. Look at him over there, working away. So he's over further down on our acreage. That's where he started. So he's kind of just doing around the whole thing first to get an idea of where we are. What is on the other side of him that it looks like he's cutting through. is not ours. So the people next to us, or person next to us anyway, they cut their hay not in a straight line, so they missed some of their property. So we'll leave that for them. It helps us to know boundaries and stuff too, just where ours starts and ends. He's doing a good job. Craig doesn't have a ton of experience with the tractor, but he's doing a really good job. He's a quick learner with stuff like this. Okay, so Iris and I are out here walking just to see how far down we can go, what it looks like at the end. Not too far though, because can't leave Caspian. Oh, I think he's trying to mow the grass over there. He uses anything he can find, honestly, and turn it into some kind of machine. It's really interesting to see the way the mind of a child works that way. Using our umbrella stroller. Wow. Yes, this is downhill. Look at him over there. Can you see him? He's mowing. I bet you anything, he's mowing with that stroller. He uses our little fox stroller all the time, our little umbrella stroller. Uses that as a lawnmower. Oh. Okay, so he didn't get this part yet. He didn't get this part. See how it dips down and it goes up on a hill? We might end up with like a pond over here at some time because it dips down so much. So he started right there. That's interesting that he didn't do the hill yet. I'll have to see why that is. Okay, walk back over here toward Caspian. What are you doing?
I'm pretending it's a mower.
You're pretending it's a mower? Wow, you sure are taking the hard way through this field, huh? Going through this little swath of tall hay. You could go around it. Oh, there you go, right through it. Okay. There you go. Good job. There's Craig coming back again. You said it was getting hot?
Yeah, it's got a protective screen in front of it, but it gets clogged and then no air gets through.
Hey Caspian, don't push any buttons or anything.
Yeah, this comes out. It just
Okay, well pretending means you're not actually doing anything real.
Yeah, it should just be up against the red. So there you go. That's good. We'll grab a gas can. I forgot to bring the real electric pump though, so we got to pick up that. Alrighty. Get it at the right angle or it doesn't work. I hate these things. Yep. Not the right angle.
Is it kind of like essential oil bottles? How you have to have it at a certain angle for it to come out?
Yeah, they don't work at all. Yeah, no. It's terrible.
Oh, is it supposed to?
Just got to catch on that thing to push it down.
Oh, okay.
So this is the unlock, because this will lock it.
Mm-hmm.
But then if it's not at the right angle, it just doesn't feed either.
So Iris and I are in the car taking a quick nursing break, but I just wanted to explain something real quick that I feel like for a lot of people would not be too self-explanatory. So I mentioned that we come here almost every weekend to pray for the land. And a lot of people might wonder, what do you need to pray about? What do you actually pray for an empty piece of land that's just sitting there? If you're a Christian, this may not be necessary as an explanation, but even if you are, this is specific to us, so I'll explain anyway. The purpose of praying for the land. Quick location change. Okay. Well, we're praying that there's water readily available. Because like I said before, the dowser could be wrong. He could be very, very correct. We might have a good supply of water, but it could be wrong. So we're praying that there is water to work with here. We're praying that we can somehow afford these costs that are soon to come our way, putting in electricity, a driveway, a well, a house eventually, possibly a basement at some point, an orchard, having animals. There's just a lot to pray for. Not to mention, we are living in relatively close vicinity of a lot of other houses, so we want to be a good neighbor. And during fire season, we've been praying just that the land stays safe because of all this very combustible hay that's been growing here. Yeah, sister. So that's the basics on what we would pray for this land. And just anything else that comes to mind, you know? It's our future home, and keeping it awash in prayer is never a bad thing. I'm gonna head back over there now, getting close to the street. I'm gonna head back over and see what the deal is, because I don't hear the mower going. That might be a problem. Oh, she's a ton more cuddly when she's sick. Yeah, something's going on over there. Oh, the hood's up again. Yeah, something's going wrong. So now I can pray that we get the tractor going. See? It's always something to pray for. Iris, look over here. Hey, we still haven't put her shoes on yet. We may not need to. Forgot to mention, mower got started again. It's probably overheated, is what Craig said. So they used some of my water bottle water and cooled the engine down. So it's going.
Any final words, Iris?
They're sweeping something down. What are they sweeping? So trying to tear off pieces of meat to give to Iris. Yeah, trying to tear off little pieces of a pork roast that we had a couple nights ago. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. You ready for more? Yum. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah. Well, you still had food in your mouth. Is that pork roast good? They hit the spot? Yeah? Alright, Daddy's on it again. After dusting off the engine. What it looked like anyway, it could have been something else. We have, I feel like, no, I can't say, just a little section left. This land is deceiving, man, it kind of bows upward. So I don't actually know how much is left. Who knew 2.78 acres, or whatever we have, could take so long? I guess that's a good thing. I guess it's bigger than it sounds, you know? We looked at all these pieces of land that were like 5 acres, 6 acres. You still have food in your mouth. What in the world? All these pieces of land that had 5, 6, 10 acres. And I thought, man, we have a piddly little almost 3 acres. It doesn't seem so piddly when you have to mow it all in one shot. I guess the good thing is, eventually in the future, there will be a house, there will be like a barn or you know, there will be other structures that take up space, so it's not like we're always going to have this same amount of land to mow. It's a little after 5. We've been here for a solid 2 hours. How you doing? I told him you gotta sit in your car seat if you're feeling tired. Sit in your car seat, relax. You got books. You show him your books. Yeah. Got a nice little collection on the other side of the seat. Huh. Yeah, there's that one. Oh, okay. That one. You really like that one, huh? because there's a snort in there. There he is again. I guess people might also wonder, Alicia, why are you here? Taking up space, bringing the kids and everything, when you're not even taking a turn mowing down all this hay. Well, the answer is simple. I've driven the tractor once in my life, taking care of my very first garden, helping to plow it. I have not been brave enough to get back on it since then. That's the answer. I'm sorry. Well, you're looking for a big philosophical answer as to why I'm not helping out here. I am helping. I am keeping morale up. Yes, that's what I'm doing. Feeding the baby. Feeding the baby. But in the future, when we live here and it's up to us to care for this land 24/7, and we have smaller patches that we need maintained and everything, yeah, I'll be out here with a little walk behind push mower, whatever you want to call it, and you know, handle a small rototiller. I could you know, operate a weed eater, do stuff like that, no problem. But no tractor for me today anyway, so it's just good that we have two drivers to switch between, you know. I don't know what time we're gonna leave here. It is, let me see, 5:35. Oh gosh. It's a good thing that our like lunch doubles as dinner, basically. We have, you know, that leftover roast. We have bananas, guavas. Walmart finally had good guavas. So I snatched them up. I should have got 2 packs because they're almost like halfway done now. And I have rice cakes. And more stuff. String cheese. We got good stuff. So it's stuff that'll keep us going. So if need be, this will be dinner too, you know. Long day, long day. But it's been a fun day. Mind you, I'm saying that, not having helped with either the water leak at church or the mowing. So it's been a very nice day for me. Okay, so we've spent most of this time on one end of our property, and now we're going to the other end because Craig was on the tractor. Where are you going? Get out of there! Okay, you go ahead, but I mean, he's in the middle part where it's not mowed yet. See, they're over there, so we gotta get over there. So now we're at the other end, and I could show you where the car is, but it's, like I said, the land bows up in the middle, kind of, so you wouldn't be able to see it. No, not even if I held it up. You're gonna see what's going on. I guess it's overheated again. It's been going for 2.5 hours or so. Let me show you. Okay, he got over there. Yeah, look at that. See where that house is? That's where the cars are parked, but you can't see the cars. Can't see the cars because we're all the way at the other end. See where the, okay, see, like one of those stakes with the flag that's hanging, like the orange flag. Yeah, so that's the end of us. And then we go all the way, nope, can't even see. Can you see, like, okay. We end right there where that little fence is. Right there. So see what's going on over here.
Missing one that's probably been used before. It's a spare. Spare. Looks the same, so I guess if it works, then it was that. If it don't work, then it's not this.
Sounds like you're here.
No, it's the readers.
ready, Mark.
Back.
Yeah.
Here's
Right here.
Yeah. Okay, so get a bad relay.
Oh, there's northeast over there. Hug, hug. They're saying hug, hug, hug.
Hi, Harry.
Dad, dad, dad.
All right.
Black to red and red to black.
I'm doing black to black.
Oh, you want?
So I don't know what
order?
you're going to do.
Oh man, you want them in order? In order? So what's them in order?
I'll wait until you.
Oh, look, there's a deer. Caspian, look behind you. Look, there's a deer.
Oh, you want anyway.
Low battery, eh? Come on. Yay! It works, it lives! It's actually the next day. We had to kind of scramble and get home last night. Sun was going down. Kids were hungry, needed to get in the bath. And what I was told by Dean last night was that the positive terminal from the battery connected to something else completely disintegrated. So it may not have been a low battery issue in the tractor at all. It could have been just the connections between the battery and other things. So he's out there fixing that. And we are here until another day. We're not really sure when we'll have the rest of our land mowed, but that's okay. We got a lot done yesterday. They got a lot done yesterday, and it's better than nothing, right? Okay, well, thank you for coming along with us to the land yesterday. I'm so glad that I got to show you guys up close what it looks like and what we're doing with it and what our hopes and dreams are for it. We will see you the next time. Bye!